Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and I get asked pretty often these days, CGB, what is your favorite deck in Bloomburrow Standard? And the answer is right here in front of you. It's bats. Bats are what I recommend to anybody else diving into the format. And you can get a cheaper deck. You can get a simpler deck. Those things are available, but nothing I think hits the meta the way that bats do. They get so much value and they don't get run over by aggro because of all the life gain that they offer. And there are so many fun, amazing new bats in Bloomburrow that there's a million ways to build it. There's a lot of different cards that fit into this deck, and I'm still not sure exactly what the right mix of those cards is. As you look over this deck list, you'll see a lot of 1s and 2s, which is a lot different from how I like to build curve out decks like this with a lot of 3s and 4s. But that's because it's so unclear what the best complements to the bat strategy in fact are. If we go over every card in the deck, you'll see that each one has a place. Rune Lurker Bat is an excellent turn 1 play, and it's a bat, and it helps scry you through your deck, hit those land drops, and it gets in those lifelink punches on turn 1. Case of the Uneaten Feast is a 4 of, because for 1 white, you get to a life whenever a creature enters the battlefield. If you gain 5 or more, you solve it, and then you can sacrifice it to get things back from the graveyard. Getting things back from the graveyard is a big thing in this deck, and we want to do a lot of it with Case of the Uneaten Feast, because you can get back the Case of the Uneaten Feast with the real rock star of the deck, Zoraline, the Cosmos Caller. This 3-mana 3/3 bat cleric has flying and vigilance. Whenever a bat you control attacks, you gain 1 life. There are a lot of bats in this deck. And whenever Zoraline enters or attacks, you may pay a white and a black and 2 life. When you do, return a non-land permanent with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter. So you can sack a Case of the Uneaten Feast to get back a Zoraline that can get back a Case of the Uneaten Feast that once solved can get back Zoraline. And then the case gets exiled because of the finality counter, but that's still a lot of Zoraline and other things for your opponents to deal with. It's a very powerful recursive engine, and there's a lot of things complementing it. Once you understand how that engine works, you understand how the rest of the deck works. Invasion of Gobakhan is a really sweet way to build up your lifelinking bats, hit the opponent's hand, and you can also get it back with Zoraline. Life Creed Duo is a new bat that gains a life when enters, doing more Case of the Uneaten Feast type triggers. Bitter Triumph lets you lose life. Why would you want to lose life? We have a few payoffs for losing life. That's why. One is Lunar Convocation that says at the beginning of the end step, if you gained and lost life, you make a bat. You can also pay life to draw a card, which is really good in this deck. Oh, by the way, at the beginning of your end step, if you only gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. So it also helps burn the opponent out. It does all of it. But Essence Channeler, this beautiful new card. Whenever you gain life, each instance you put a counter on it, but when you lose life, it has flying and vigilance until end of turn. So little tricks to lose life, such as the Thran Portal in the mana base and the Caves of Koilos, as well as, well, the Bitter Triumph, that trick we talked about, but also the Dark Star Augur. This is another bat that can get played that gives you so much card advantage. It's a Dark Confident type of effect. You reveal your top card, you lose that life, you put it into your hand, and you can offspring it. You can get 2 of these. 2 of these for 4 mana, and you can get them back with Zoraline, and you can get them back with Case of Uneaten Feast, and you can keep getting them back. And now you start to understand why we only have like 1 Amalia, 1 Shieldred, 1 Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor, 1 Aklazot's Deepest Betrayal. Well, that's there mostly because it's a bad deck, but it's because we just don't have room for a lot of other things because all our bats are so good. And yes, I'm running Darkstar Augur and Virtual Persistence in the same deck. If I lose 7, I'll lose 7. Will it even matter? I'm not sure. This deck gains so much life, it might be fine. We'll find out. It adds drama. And why would you watch a video without drama? That's right, you wouldn't. That's why you watch the one and best of one on the official Magic the Gathering Arena YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. Let's dive in. Let's let the bat nonsense begin. Same bat time, same bat channel. Here comes the CGB show. Do we keep this? Tap land and a tap land ain't good. It's not good, but the rest of the hand is good. If the opponent doesn't come out fast, we're going to be doing okay, and they have a tap land. So here we go. They have a bat. Gross. The one of Fable Passage might get us here. What did they take? Virtue? Yeah, I guess they have to there. Well. Do we bat them? Maybe we do. I feel more like I want to get out the case and the poisoner. We're going to get them life gain triggers. Just give me a minute. I want this poisoner to be able to kill this bat. Mortuary. Usually a mid-range deck. Golgari mid-range is very strong. All right, we got to use this poisoner before that bat can take it. They have a tough choice. Amalia or a bat that goes after their hand. They choose that bat. So that probably means they have one removal spell. Otherwise, they wouldn't have to take the bat. That's a good draw. Let's work on hand recovery. We gain one from the feast. We kill their bat. We get back our virtue. Next turn, it can get our other bat. Which should be a very good turn. But let's see what they have. Duress me. Oh my goodness. What is with this all discard build? They're going to put a counter on their bat. It's going to have ward 1. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So this is probably the Vraska deck. Tries to kill you with Vraska-ness. I think we play Gix and start digging through our library. Hey, see that sequencing? We got a tap land out of the way that turn when it didn't hurt us. I don't have much counterplay to a Vraska ultimate. We're just going to have to close the game before they do it. Their plan is to Innkeeper's Talent to level 3 and then play Vraska and make me lose a bajillion poison. Take a bajillion poison, rather, and end the game on the spot. If they just had the combo now, they could go for it. But we'll see what they do. Okay, they're just going to go for it. So what we need now is another bat. Another bat to take their Vraska before this happens to us. Shieldred? Shieldred doesn't stop them. I think what we have to do is attack and see if we can draw a solution. We could also play Amalia first. If we play Amalia first, we might be able to dig around. So auto-ordered triggered abilities is turning off. Let's start with thinning the deck. Because we need a bat. And a specific bat, a deep cavern bat. I keep saying a bat, but there's really only one that works here. The virtue does not work here. We have to bin it. We go to combat, we attack. We got the life gain triggers and we got the draw triggers. We want Amalia to resolve first. Okay. Come on. Okay, we missed. I mean, that's too bad. But I guess we still make them have it. They're playing as if they have it, but it doesn't mean they have it. Okay, that's not... Oh, wait, that's a -6 right now, isn't it? Yeah.
Enough with the mysteries.
Okay.
I've come for answers.
That's really good. Yeah, Vraska isn't the only thing that can ruin us. I could still draw a Bitter Triumph and be in this if I have land. So separate all permanents target player controls into 2 piles. That player sacrifices permanents in a pile of their choice. They are offering me either all my lands and the cases or my creatures. Choose a pile to sacrifice. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, you'd think it would have to be the lands. And I guess it does. Could have sacrificed the food in response. Oopsie. In the meantime, we're just getting soloed by a deep cavern bat, and we can't draw a solution. I'll play this Shieldred. We didn't lose any life this turn, but we'll gain some. And see what comes next. Okay, they also have Go for the Throat. Jesus. Dude, what a hand. And that's without even having the Vraska. They're just bodying me at this point. It's not even close. We go to 4. Hey, look who's here, finally. Come on out. It's gonna be fun. Give me that cut down. They tapped out. That's what they get. All right, play this card. Triggers. Tell me they drew the Vraska here. That would just be perfect. Nope, it's a land. They still get to pump this up. We have to block. No choice. I could take the Restless Cottage, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Because I'm not dead. They can have a cut down. It doesn't affect Aclazotz here. This draws cards. Make them discard. But then I can't block. At the beginning of your end step, if you gained and lost life. So we do this. And then we have to hit with Aclazotz, I guess. And then what? We need another blocker. So we need to draw something else. But we don't have the life. So we do this. Have to make them discard the cut down. Then have to draw something that can block here. Okay. That's 2 creatures in 1. That's pretty good. Up to 7. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Cook. Let's go. We're getting back into it. Comeback is real. I don't get too excited. Hey, draw that land. Draw that land. Still have to draw Bitter Remorse before we can even start to feel like we're in this game. Did we solve the case? We did. Oh, ooh. We solved the case, guys. You're telling me there's a chance? Yeah, they're going to get something out of my graveyard here. But maybe they're not paying attention. Nah, they paid attention. Ooh. All right, pass. We're going to cast this from the graveyard next turn anyway. And we'll block here as well. I think keeping 1 is fine. But we're going to make a blocker every turn. Trigger. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal. Put in your hand, lose life. I know, I run it in a deck with Virtue. I'm very risky. The Cleric. That is another Offspring card, but it can't block, and that is a problem. But we did lose life this turn. That is worth noting. Let's look around. We can cast 1, 2, that's 7 mana, 8 mana from graveyard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Beautiful. We'll attack first. Nothing in discard, so we get a card draw. All right, lost life, so we don't need to play the caves. Do that, we play case. We sack 1 case. You may cast this card from your graveyard till end of turn. Come on out, Amalia. Let's go to work. I do love our opponent just hanging on to this food. Like they're passing priority here like crazy. Ooh. We could bin this, and then the next case would be better. But no, we're just casting all this stuff this turn anyway. Let's just leave it on top. Amalia will be huge. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Dude. Is it happening? Is the comeback real? Offspring. Still can't do anything about this bat, but give me a minute. I'll be in this game. You'll see. You'll see. Solve that case, make that bat. Woo! All right, draw another land, my friend. Show me how good you are at drawing land. Hey! Don't hesitate like that. Don't do it. Go for Amalia's throat. Pay 3 life. She'll be back. We've got more cases here and they are solved. Oh, you can exile it. That's true. That's true. That's very true. Yeah, you're gonna need that life. Am I sacrificing? I don't think I'm sacking a case this turn. Let's block with one of our offspring creatures. I think drawing 2 cards here is fine because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I draw 2 cards, I'm sure I can play one of them. So we'll do this. Man, I could go for some death touch. Trigger, ow, and ow. Bitter Triumph. And a bat. Well, shocking, right? Start here. How much life can we gain? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, oh, so much damage. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, combat. Show him what's up. Ooh, burn him down. All right, where are we at here? How much is this? 9? So it will be enough to kill this bat. We have to pay ward 1. We can do that, but we can't do that and also hold up more mana. Scary. But fine. Great food. Poison. Trigger. Right there. Kill that thing. This has gone far enough. Triggers. Look at this. From 44 to 15. We got him. We got him. Oh my lord. That. Don't know how I'm supposed to top that. That's game of the day material. Everybody loves a good comeback. Yeah. This is fine. This is cool. Zoraline's gonna show up. Caves of Koilos is gonna make me lose as much life as I gain. Haywire Might. Haywire Might, huh? Do I put out a case that a Haywire Might is likely to just immediately destroy? Yeah, make them do it. They don't want to use their mana destroying this early in the game, probably. They'd probably like to play some other cards. So if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. Another Golgari deck, huh? Another Deep Cavern Bat. What you going to take, huh? Probably Bitter Triumph. No, absolutely not. All right, well, I have a plan. It's to Bitter Triumph the bat, but I would Bitter Triumph something else because we can potentially play Poisoner and kill this bat if the opponent taps out. Because if they use Haywire Might, I don't get the 1 life from the Poisoner. So let's see what they do. They're gonna pay 3 for a Glissa. Perfect. So we do this. I'm gonna pay the 3. In this case, the life loss isn't great, but we're not under a lot of pressure, so it's fine. And then we gain the 1 so that we can kill this bat. Wait. They had a good 1-2-3 curve, and it was on the play. Let's see what they can do to continue to leverage that. This deck again? What? We serious right now? All right. Whenever you gain life, put a counter on this. Whenever you lose life, etc., etc. Okay, so we want to play this, and then we want to attack. The opponent doesn't have green up, so they can't use the might on the case. Good. Good. You first. You second. 2 go for the throats and an Aclazotz. Okay. Their hand isn't great anymore. They're out of lands. We'll take the go for the throat, I guess. It's gonna go for the Essence Channeler, I'm sure. I'll offer them a trade. If they want to take it, they can't blow up the case. And Zoraline can bring the Poisoner back. They take the trade. We solve the case. Also very good. They hit their land. They can level up. They can also go for the bat's throat, then go for the Chandler's throat. I bet they would do that, but no, they go for the level up. Huh. Interesting. Another case. Probably playing Zoraline here. They're probably going to go for this thing's throat. So I guess I'll lean in to that. We can just bring it back next turn potentially here. We're making it too big to ignore, and that means we get to keep our bat. But we'll see what they do. They might take this 7. Yeah, like which one are you going to kill, right? We'll just get it back. Counters? Hey, opponent, you shouldn't let me do all that. What are you doing? Everybody forgets about the counters. I forget about the counters. Whenever it dies, put its counters on target creature you control. Oops. That's the game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you kill the Essence Channeler right away. Don't let all those triggers happen unless you plan to keep them with no other creatures on the board. I love this bat deck. When it can beat mid-range decks, you're doing something good, because these decks are good against aggro, right? And aggro is everywhere, but when you're also beating mid-range, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. I will try this hand. It's a little sus. We're just making food. We have 4 lands. If we draw a bunch of land, we're in trouble. Hedge Maze. Is this Domain? Domain's a bad matchup. You need a fast hand. I don't think we have that. Might not be Domain. Might just be in my mind. We're a long way from this Cleric, so I'm going to play it out as a 2-drop and start dealing damage. Sunken Citadel. Huh. I think I've got to just be aggro here. Whatever the opponent's up to, it's very probably a powerful end game if they're going tap land into tap land. We have to beat them up. They're probably a Sunfall type deck. That's not good. Now they're the life gainer. If they're a Sunfall deck, we got to be careful here. Let's go with this. Let's play this. Hit him. I'm gonna solve the case and not overcommit to the board. So if it's not Sunfall, if it's something that destroys them, we can recast them. Lockdown. Well, that leaves the poisoner, so that's fine. Do I have a way to kill an enchantment? Not really. I can sack this in response to keep it from being under lockdown, but maybe they blow it up later and we get our case back. The case doesn't do me a lot of good in the graveyard. Oh wait, I can bring it back with Zoraline. Okay, we sack it. That is important. Do you think they have Sunfall? If they had Sunfall, they'd have played Sunfall, right? Not necessarily. They played a tapped land. Let's go with the Fortress. Down to 6. Unfortunately, this Cornucopia gains them so much life. Buried in the garden. Gross. All right, so now this taps for extra mana, right? Some otter. Our deck's weird. No more lies. There's Zoraline. Lockdown. Lockdown and Trainer in the same deck is weird. Very weird. Let's go like this. I know it's not going to kill anything. I just want to have threats. I want to get them under the no more lies. I guess I should have just fully redeployed instead of attacking with Fortress that turn. I'm feeling like that was a big mistake. They buried something else in the garden. Great. What? Mega stunned? Okay. Hate that. But at least they tapped out. Case is back. Tap up to creature, put 3 stun counters on it. Might as well kill it. Oh my goodness. Doppelgang. No, you're good. You're good. I'm not, you don't have to put those buried in the gardens on things. I will leave. I could see I'm not wanted. Can I play aggro decks? Like with my anti-aggro deck? Huh? Huh? Can we do it? Can we do it? Certainly hasn't happened yet. At least we're on the play. Maybe we go fast. Maybe deck go burr. Case. Was I supposed to play caves there? Novice Inspector. So this is a value deck. Something like that. Not even attacking. Weird. What do they think I got? I've got a Deep Cavern Bat. How about that? I think we should play it. I think they'll use a removal spell, but this is a good way to at least get an idea of what's going on over there. Oh, they have Pylon. I guess we should take that because they're about to play Liliana. No, we should take the Liliana. We need time before they Liliana me. We need to have something on the board. Darkstar Augur is pretty good if they use Pylon because then they Liliana one of them and the Augur kills the other. But they're going to have a good turn, right? Well, if they play Evangelist, they can't Pylon. So they're not going to get rid of the bat yet. They'll just make their own. And the next turn they'll have like a cheap Pylon play. Double bat. We could double Augur. We could also poison. Poison the bat? Nothing to really do with the mana though. Better to get the Augur going. Augur very solid. You want to be a bat deck? I'll show you a bat deck. That's a lot of card advantage. So they can go land Pylon into Liliana, make me sacrifice. We keep the original Augur, we play Poisoner, we kill their bat, we kill the Liliana. Well, their bat's tapped anyway in that scenario. So there's no way that they get out of this with a Liliana on the board, and we should get out of this with an Augur on the board. That's annoying. That's very annoying. Wow, I didn't expect that. I guess this is them holding up Pylon. But I get a lot of cards here. Okay, no virtues. Zoraline's good. Land is great. Cleric is fine. And they do have Pylon open, so I think they plan to use that. Do we poison this? Get it out of the way? We don't want to trade with it. I guess we can force them to use it by playing this bat, right? And then we get the Liliana anyway. I want to play this bat and the Poisoner? Yeah, that's what I want. So lead here. This throws off their plan a bit. Oh. They're not going to pile on. Okay, give me that. Thank you. That virtue could be a problem, so we have to move pretty fast. We play this. It's 2. We kill the bat. We get in the air. I guess so. Or we play this. This bat is a real problem, though. I guess I don't trade with this bat. I make them leave it open. And my Deep Cavern bats chill. So we play you. Attack here. Gain again. And with this on the board, it'll be easy to get the Gumdrop Poisoner to kill the Warden. Yeah, they're going to slam Virtue. They're probably going to use the Warden. This bat will definitely be a problem, but we don't have to solve it for at least another turn. So maybe we can find another solution. Invasion. Invasion is interesting. They only have one card in their hand. And this 2/2. Man, so close. But I can't gain enough life. this enters, it's gain 1, and this is a 2. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Or play this, and play this, and get ready for next turn. We're gonna also attack here with these bats, and get this invasion. That's pretty good. We'll gain some life from it. They'll kill this. So what if they block here, and that takes 2? That's not enough. Yeah, let's go for it. Decline. The case will be solved, so we can get Zoraline back that way if we have to. They want the pylon, which they can cast here, but not until after we flip the invasion. And they also know they're going to lose their warden to the poisoner if they block, so maybe that's a factor. Still, how are they going to beat the card advantage from the augur? But Zoraline just gets back the augur. See, it's such a trap. And now invasion versus their virtue is good for us too. There you go. There you go. So they get pylon. They can use this in response. Get rid of the Zoraline, perhaps? Then we're still going to kill that warden. Poison. Are they going to get Liliana? I don't think Liliana is defendable here. I think that would be a mistake. I think they have to get the Zoraline. They go for the bat. Okay, they know what's on top of their deck. I don't. We could sack this to protect it. You know what? Boom. Because we can get the invasion back. Zoraline can bring back the invasion. Now that might have been their plan since they let the invasion flip. But it's still, even if it is their plan, it's not that bad for me. I think we still do it. All right, expensive novice inspector. They are in the tank, aren't they? And Virtue's going to be tough to get through. We're going to need the cleric. And I think I need to offspring it. But they don't attack at all. All right. Convocation. We lost life this turn, so that's really good. Gaining life is as simple as playing a creature. Attacking can bring back the bat, the invasion, the augur. I think they might kill this in response. Their plan is to kill this, but the case can get that back. Get that bat out of the way. That's pretty good. Okay. Okay. Do I play the duo? I don't think I do. But I want to play the convocation for sure. Maybe I just play the cleric as a 2/2. Yeah. Okay. I'll play this first. Let's play this second. No offspring. I mean, whatever they have, they can probably play in response, and I'm guessing it's like another pylon, because they kept it on top. Like, that was a big choice. And I think when we go to combat, they're going to kill this Zoraline. That's my prediction. So let's see what happens. It's about, okay, let's go for the throat. It's about the pace they play at, you know? You can just kind of feel what they're trying to do. You feel what they have in mind. Let's play this and just try to life gain, burn them out. That definitely puts them on a clock because it's 13 to 31. And while their creatures can punch for a lot, every time we gain life, they're going to be in more trouble. Yeah, wow. Here they come. All right. Well, they get to untap, so let's chump where we can. We want to chump the biggest things. And I'm going to try to kill this thing. Duo's not blocking. These aren't blocking. Just those. This gives them another bat, but it gives us another life gain trigger. It gives us a few life gain triggers. Because we're going to get that Gumdrop Poisoner back and kill stuff. Trigger. Land. Nice. Another case. Nice. All right. Play this case. We did not lose life this turn. We might need to with the caves. Sack this. Zoraline getting Gumdrop Poisoner. 5, 6, 7. Do we lose life in that equation? We do not. There are 2 cards in hand, so a bat, but I don't think getting a bat is very useful, to be honest. So let's go black mana. You. Invasion? I got the blockers. It's not very good. You. Maybe it was supposed to be case, actually, to keep this thing going. So we're going to have life gain triggers of 1, 2. Could have also pumped it up to 5 by sacking the food, but I want to play this other bat. Just continue to burn them. Yep, more removal. Zoraline will get it back. Get that Shieldred. Could attack. Put them at 7. No point. Solve the case. Trigger, trigger. Put them at 7 anyway. Oh my goodness. And we're still at 28 after that big attack last turn. Yep. No point in hanging on to the Poisoner. And they might even play a sweeper, so I'll block with this bat. Like, our creatures are never getting in on the ground. Might as well take the life gain trigger. Trigger on the end step. My turn. Man, these have drawn me so many cards. A new Zoraline, a new bat. We've lost life this turn, so we can use the caves. Let's get in their hand. What you got? Always wait till the last minute. Show me how good you are. Yep. Go for the throat. What do you know? Okay. How much life have we gained this turn? It says the case is solved. Zoraline. Let's get back this case. Also, this cleric, I think, just kind of ends it. Let's just go for that. Because whenever a bat attacks, gain a life, burn him out. Bam. The value deck supremacy established. Heck yeah, that was fun.